Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Quarantine Crawl. I'm Isa, your bartender, and I've got some friends to join us. Hey, look, I did it.
Yeah.
Hail, the gang's all here.
So, is
You mean I can't tell really embarrassing stories about myself anymore? Damn it.
Oh, you still can.
It's up to you. I'm not going to stop you. All right. So
I have no shame. I am going to need to get the second bottle eventually, though. So
cool. Let's go.
I started this bottle a few days ago.
And like a few minutes ago, apparently, because.
Well, so here's the thing.
I
love my sake, and I only ever drink it out of these teacups.
Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hello. My name on here is listed as Freya Venatis. That is not my actual name, but I answer to it, so I'm using it as my name. I have known Isa for...
I don't know either.
Crap, how long? How long?
I don't know. A long time.
It's been a long time. It's been at least like 6 or 7 years. And I met you at a toy party.
Oh, we both met her at the same time.
Oh.
Did we?
Yeah.
I went over to Jenny's house for a toy party because her husband had been my Star Wars GM in college. So like I lived in Raleigh, but
model trains, right?
Yeah.
No, we're not talking Legos. No, not that kind of girl.
No, sorry. Although I do, now that you say that, damn it, they're all out of reach. I do have model trains.
I didn't know what you were going to pull out. Yeah, I wasn't really sure what was the example coming either.
I do actually have a train set right here. I also have a rubber ducky if you want to see that too. I mean,
she's talking.
I know.
Sorry.
Guess I'll go. Hi, I'm Jessica. I also know Isa from way back when, that toy party where she also brought a tabletop role-playing game where apparently the rules are just about drinking. And I'm friends with her because someday I'm going to play that game with her. Also, pretty cool. And I have a corgi wandering around in the house, so you'll see her eventually.
Corgi butts.
It's her butt.
Oh shit!
Oh no!
Best ever.
So I'm the deleted one.
You are not.
I'm Laura. I have known Isa for only a couple of months at this point.
I think
it was
January, February.
Yeah. It was a women's meetup, and I met her, and we kind of just chit-chatted outside all night because it was such a pretty night, and we ended up being Facebook friends, and the rest is history.
Wait, Laura, I have a question. Was it that green monkey meetup?
Yes. I think I met you there too.
Hey, look at this. I know everybody. That's cool.
I mean, you kind of look familiar.
Hi, I'm Amy. I have known Isa for about 7 years, I think. I also met her at a meetup, but I don't think it was a women's meetup. It was for tacos, probably, which is how I make all my friends.
Awesome. Can I be your friend?
Yes.
Oh, this is the other cat.
Do I ever?
This is the other cat. I have two cats.
The same black cat and over again. We're like, oh yeah, this is the
No. This one has white on her.
Oh, well, in that case.
This one's got white. This one's name is Luna. Her nickname is Murder Princess.
I have a murder cat.
Yeah, she's dainty and delicate and floofy.
A tail
and a really good mouser. And she gets fur everywhere.
Is there a way to see if anyone else is watching or how many people are on?
There's nobody in the chat.
I mean, all the cool people are here, apparently.
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly.
I can't go to YouTube and check because it'll screw up my thingy.
Hang on.
Nobody.
How do I find it on YouTube?
Thingy.
Look for the Three Furies Press channel.
I didn't know y'all had a channel.
Yeah, and I usurped it for this. Because I'm the one that
If I'd
started
known you had
Oh,
a channel, I would have
please.
subscribed. You have to tell me these things.
Oh,
YouTube
well,
banned
give
me,
a
so I
channel.
can't, but
Right now, there's just a bunch of book trailers on it. Alice is the one that does our book trailers. There's
Rebecca Jonesy's here. Hi, Rebecca.
Woo!
Hi, Bex.
That is a badass headshot of her.
I know, I love that one.
She's like, what are you going to do about it, camera? I'm going to murder you, cameraman. With my smolder. Shut up now.
Just spontaneously combusts.
Way to go.
Okay, so first up, we're drinking. It's a bar. I got a drink. I don't have a drink
Yeah.
yet. So I'm going to feature one of the cocktail recipes. Get me on here. From my book, A Kiss for Luck. I can never figure out which way to hold it.
I've read that book. It's good.
I love that.
This one's called The Midnight Star, and it's equal parts of Kahlua. I don't use brand name. I always use the cheap version because once you're mixing a bunch of things together, you can't really tell.
Can you tip your camera down so we could see you make it?
Jesus.
Is that
Picky,
asking too
picky
much?
people.
I
If you're
feel like
tipping
they're
our
just
bartender.
asking for a boob shot is really what they want.
Can we see your boobs and also the drink?
Yeah.
I'm going to be shaking. No, I'm not shaking it.
Get a black eye.
Well, this drink is all alcohol, so you don't shake this kind. So we've got equal parts of Kahlua, orange liqueur, and black sambuca.
Ugh.
It tastes, it's an acquired taste. By the third or fourth drink, right? You know, it's fine. It tastes a lot like
I
Jaeger.
can't tell you how many times I've said that. You know, by like the third or fourth drink doesn't matter.
This straight
No.
vodka is terrible, but after the fourth one, I don't really taste it anymore.
Just have some pine
Yes, I was at a
salt.
party in
Fine.
college, and I was drinking straight vodka, and these girls were like, "Ew, how can you drink that like this?" I think I had like 6 right in a row. All right, so we're using Crude Bitters. They're a Raleigh-based company. Excellent product. They make these beautiful small batch bitters. We're using Rizzo in this one. This one is rosemary, grapefruit, and peppercorn. And my skull bar spoon. So as I said, this is all liquor, so we don't shake this one, we stir it. Unless you're James Bond, and then he can do it however he really wants.
It's fine. Ask him to do whatever he wants.
And then we strain it into a coupe or cocktail glass. This one is a cocktail glass. And garnish with diamonds and enjoy on a yacht.
I love it.
Is cubic zirconia is okay? Because I don't have diamonds handy.
Oh, yeah, that's
Some
absolutely.
Diamante.
Who did we lose?
Freya.
I hate you guys. I keep
There we
losing.
go.
There we go.
And I have craft.
Sorry.
sparkle. Ooh, I have burlesque rhinestones.
Ooh. I have pearls. I could put that around my thing. Can I share what
That did
I'm
not
drinking?
sound right, Dave.
Can I share what I'm drinking? Because it's the classiest thing
Is
ever.
no one else going to make fun of Jessica for that? Because
I'm right there.
No,
with you.
I
got
said
you.
something.
just
Pearl?
wrap my pearls around that thing.
I just want to point out also my husband got me that beautiful pearl necklace. He won it for me while gambling.
Ooh.
Nice.
Oh, I'm not an adult. I'm not.
I think you have to pay extra to get them to wrap pearls around your thing.
You absolutely do.
It's worth it though, isn't it? So can I share the classiest drink I've ever made? You know, yours
Yes,
is-
please.
So I am drinking, I don't have a name for it, but it is, it's blue, although my camera's not really showing it well. It is vodka, blue curacao, and the rest of it is all Baja Blast Mountain Dew.
Nice.
Because I am a classy lady and my pinky is out.
This is the best. I'm so happy I'm here.
I want to share what I'm drinking
Okay.
because I never shut up. We all know that. This is my
Well, we
favorite.
do now.
Yeah. This is my favorite sake. It is a cucumber sake. The brand is Tyuko, Tyko. Runs about $15 a bottle at Total Wine. And it tastes like fancy cucumber water, and then you're drunk.
That's perfect. That sounds like an awesome evening.
And it's
I'm eating
glorious.
salad,
And I always
now I'm
drink
drunk.
it. I have a set of 6 of these teacups.
Ooh.
And I always have to drink it out of these. They're all in different colors. This is just my favorite because it's blue and I like blue. But they were the wedding favors from a friend of mine's wedding.
Oh, wow.
So I love it because it always makes me think of them. They did teacups with tea in them for their wedding.
That's so
The wife is Caucasian and the husband is Taiwanese, and they go to Taiwan for 2 weeks every year to see his family and bring me back amazing tea.
That's
I want to be
awesome.
friends with these people.
You should be friends with these people. They're super awesome. Isa has met them.
I have an apology / question. Is it Isa or Isa? Because I've been calling you Isa for years.
It's Isa.
Okay.
Damn it! I'm sorry,
Everybody
Isa.
else
I'm so
right
sorry.
on that
I
one.
thought I was the idiot. I didn't want to call you out. I was calling myself out.
No, it's fine to call me out. I deserve to be called out. It's cool.
My favorite though is that it was all of us. Like, oh shit.
No,
Maybe if I just cough when I say it.
Isa, when we were off camera, we were trying to
it's
determine
like
which
the
one was
Andrea thing. Both are real names, and both
Also
are very
Andrea.
specifically one or the other.
Yeah, I used to work with 2 women from Brazil, and it was Andrea and Valeria. And now I can't say the name Valerie or Andrea correctly because I immediately go into the Brazilian way.
No, I understand.
our option. I got one of these. Is
Brazilian
one, but I don't know which one.
Isa.
My daughter.
Better than my old name, so it's fine.
I actually amazingly remember your old name. But I tried to remember it one day and it took me an hour.
I remember your old name,
Was
but
this before or after sake?
Before.
I remember
I don't need
your old
sake
name.
to
It
be
took a
weird.
while
I'm
to
just
get used
always
to it.
like this anyways.
It took a while to get used to the new name, but now I can't imagine anything except for this one. This is just it's perfect.
That's
Yeah.
how
Well,
I feel.
it reminds me when I went to college, I decided to go by my middle name instead of my first name because I hate my first name. And I spent 3 months trying to get myself to answer to my middle name instead of my first name and was never able to actually do it.
Oh. What's your middle name?
So I totally understand people trying to switch their name and not being successful, which has been on my mind because a friend of mine said something about it that when is it correct to ask for somebody's government name if they don't go by that anymore? And the answer is you don't. You let them tell you. But I also have another friend who tried to change her name, was never able to actually change it. So she went back to the feminization of her dead name, which I thought was smart.
It's a weird.
I'm sorry. I just
that sort of
the
varies from
conversation.
person to person.
It does.
I've had
Next
but
has
she-
commented that she's following along with all her dirty pearl comments as well.
Good.
People.
There need to be more dirty pearl comments.
Like I should go get them now just to demonstrate they exist, but I feel like I'll be shamed.
Well, think
Also,
about this.
They're back
Wonder
in
why
LA, so
We
I'll
don't
keep my
kink
sweatpants.
shame here, but we do
save that
mock.
to May 9th.
They're oyster accretions. Pearls are never clean.
I mean, they're no, you're right. You're right. I would never have gotten them for myself. I earned them.
But you should have.
She earned them. Oh my god.
She did
So
earn them.
Isa, tell me about this drink.
Hey, baby.
Okay. Mary might be the only one that's old enough to remember back when cough medicine was so nasty it made your knees buckle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's my COVID cure.
So it's good. good. It's good.
Isa, at some point, and I may try to take over for a moment to do this, my brother-in-law gave me a bottle of really nice Japanese gin. And I have no idea what to do with it.
Sorry, I have to jump in here for Rebecca's comment. I'm fully aware of what one is, and I'm going with the joke. I'm not completely in the dark here.
I can't focus. Bex is cracking me up.
I'm trying the live comments because she's cracking me up.
We're having fun. Being oblivious.
Things are during a Cards Against Humanity. This is so embarrassing.
Oh, God.
I should not be telling you this. During a Cards Against Humanity game once, when I was young and very naive, someone had to explain to me what smegma was on the card.
Wait, they had to explain to you what?
What smegma was.
Oh.
So I have a similar story. We were playing Cards Against Humanity with my husband's family, and
that's never an okay thing to do.
It was a naive thing when our game first came out. But so they're all laughing too hard and they're giving her worse and worse cards, like Pac-Man uncontrollably guzzling jizz, and like, oh God. But eventually someone played the card with the word queef on, and my mother-in-law goes, "What's a queef?" And everyone is laughing so hard they can't answer until I go, "It's a front fart." And she goes, "Oh, I didn't know there was a term for that." It's so much worse.
So you guys may all think I'm crazy, but
is there more to the story?
For whatever reason, I associate Trivial Pursuit with heavy drinking. And this may be because at one point, many, many, many years ago, I and my father went over to my then boyfriend's parents' house for their family Trivial Pursuit night. And his grandmother was drinking bourbon and wink, which I had never heard of before, and which, by the way, is really good. And this ended with his dad laughing hysterically and flipping everyone else off, and my dad barely being able to drive us home because we were so drunk with my brother-in-law's stepfather and mom and his grandparents. Like, part of the jokes were that
okay, oh my God.
Whoa. Boo cake is very different. We're not going into boo cake, or at least I'm not going into boo cake tonight. Oh, look, I got a corgi.
Oh, hi, Ellie.
Hi, Poopers.
This could be your picture on the main screen. You post it later.
Okay, Mary, I owe you the hamster story.
You do!
Okay, years ago, like I was in college, my brother was the crime reporter for the Indianapolis newspaper. And
I have somehow never heard this.
And my mother had this like prurient interest in the crime stories that he would bring home to share. And one night he's telling us about this guy who was in the ER because he had a hamster up his butt. And my
like
mother,
you do in the 90s.
Yeah. This 80s.
I love the expression I'm getting from Amy.
Okay, first of all, in the 80s, I was in pre-K.
Actually, no, I was in high school, so this must have been the 70s.
I was.
And my mother was like,
I was an idea.
How do you think the hamster got up there? And my brother is suddenly regretting telling this story. And I pipe up like they think I'm innocent as anything. And I'm like, oh, he probably followed the carrot. My mother's going to die right there.
Probably followed the carrot. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
That's a good story.
Well, I am not high enough for this. Oh my god.
I can tell the bug in the ear story if you need me to. I mean,
Pass. Polite pass.
Did it break you already?
duly noted.
No, we're not going to tell that story.
Let's talk about collections.
Yeah, let's talk about collections.
Not like debt collections. I don't want to talk about that.
Dead body collection?
No. So as you can see, we're here in the Reliquary. It's
Body collection.
a collection of weird shit. Yeah, Sylvia's
like
part of my
the
body
Reliquary.
parts collection. This is Sylvia here. She used to work with me at Macy's,
Hi,
but
Sylvia.
she didn't make her sales quota one day. So
Dun dun dun.
Is that why she's missing her head?
yes, yes.
Rough at Macy's. Damn.
So I've got where am I? Where am I? A griffin. I have
You
a
have a-
griffin and gargoyle collection. So that's one of them. This is another one.
Wait, hang on. Sorry, you collect griffins?
Yeah.
How did I not know this? For the rest of you, since you might not know, my husband's name is Griffin. How did I not know you collected him? Them.
I don't know, man. I've had the tattoo for 17 years now.
I don't think I realized it was a
And
griffin.
every time I show it off, I'm like, yeah, I collect griffins and gargoyles.
I just collect tattoos.
That's cool.
So,
My
somebody
daughter
else
says I
talk-
collect books.
You collect books? Yes. I have a big TBR pile.
I
It's not really a collection. They're decorating.
I am completely and totally convinced that if you replaced all wall fixtures with bookcases and filled them, that you could be perfectly happy.
Intruder!
Speaking of the griffin, there's the real one.
And I have tea. I'm not sure that counts as a collection. It sort of counts as an obsession.
Did you say teeth?
Yes.
Just a T.
Y'all, I almost rage quit. I'm not even playing with you. Right
No, we do not collect
Not
teeth,
tea.
Amy. No.
T, like
Tea.
tea.
Okay.
Like not coffee.
Like, that's slightly less horrifying.
Wait, what was the other rage one? Because I'm
Nightmare
confused.
statement for me, and I really did almost like rage quit. Like, nope.
Okay,
Doesn't work
so
out
no
there.
bugs in the ears and no teeth.
Nope. Yep. That's pretty much anything else I can handle.
Wait. Teeth as in your mouth?
Yeah.
Please don't talk about them or tap on them or point to them ever
I
again.
will not. I am very sorry. I did not mean to be a jerk face. I get it now. Thank you, Jessica.
I'm going to take another
The
break.
reminder
It'll be
did
fine.
actually help. No, tea as in
The beverage.
Yeah.
Oh, how wonderful.
yes.
That could be
No,
I feel like that could be a collection. Like if you just have like a can of English breakfast tea, like no. But if you have different types or different, you know what I mean? Like if there's a variety to them and there are categories. Don't you
My
think?
normal
I
Well,
know
day
what
my
I do
drinker
for
is an Irish breakfast.
Mhm.
I have a tea canister that I made. I went to one of those paint your pot places
Ooh.
and I'll go get it. It's actually really cute. And I need to go get my next bottle anyways. But
Yeah,
I have a
That
cabinet.
is a permissible reason.
Thank you. But I have a cabinet of tea. I have they're divided into black teas and green teas and white teas and
I love
oolongs and herbals. I drink a lot of loose leaf tea. I think everybody is in Raleigh. Tin Roof Teas is my favorite place to buy tea.
Good.
And they have amazing teas. They have one that's a Christmas tea that they sell every year. They only start selling it after Thanksgiving,
Mhm.
and they only sell it until they run out. And 2 years in a row, I bought a kilo of tea.
Oh my.
If you go in and ask and say that you're willing to buy a whole bag of tea, which is 1 kilogram, they'll give you a discount. And when you're buying this humongous freaking bag of tea, if I have 2 old jelly jars that are huge. They're the Costco jelly jars. They're full of tea. Because
Oh,
it's
wow.
my
I never brought a
favorite tea, and they only sell it once a year.
tea.
I'm
Yeah.
happy you're happy, but I just do not like. I don't like tea them, so I cannot fathom that. But I'm
Well,
happy
see,
you
here's
have
the
such a
thing.
passion.
My husband loves coffee and cannot drink it.
Oh, that's rough.
Oh no.
It's too high acid.
Oh,
He can have cold brew. That's the only one he can have. So for 10 years, we didn't even have coffee in the house. And I drank tea because I grew up drinking tea. I actually grew up drinking tea British style. My mom grew up in South Africa. Her dad
milk
was
and
in
sugar?
the... Huh? Yes,
Milk
cream
and
and sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah. I drink it black now. Usually, it depends. I have this weird thing for chai, and I will hunt everywhere for different kinds of chai. I absolutely love it.
I don't like
and
it.
my husband will not drink any kind of tea except for oolong, which my friend who the tea cakes came from their wedding, they literally bring me back high mountain oolong every year when they go to Taiwan for 2 weeks. And if you were to buy it in the States, it is $40 an ounce
Oh my.
for this tea. It's the drugstore brand over there.
Well, I would say that counts as a collection.
Yeah, but I can tell you the difference between folded leaf oolong
My
and regular
brain is
oolong.
like-
The difference.
$40 an ounce. How expensive is that?
It's not the kind of ounce.
I know. I'm like, wait a minute.
I have no scale to judge it on.
That's not bad at all, man.
I'd happily pay $40 an ounce for my tea.
I know, right?
I literally
Man, that's
have
like college prices.
So here's the thing. There's a reason that I don't touch any of that stuff, and it's because I don't talk.
Oh,
Ever?
you're a quiet stoner?
Oh, guys, I didn't know what was happening.
Yes. No, literally,
I
the
never
last
heard
time
you
that
do
happened,
talk.
I didn't talk for 6 to 8 hours. I am actually trying not to talk as much as I normally do to be polite around people.
Oh, mercy.
So the drastic change.
Yes. It freaked everyone out. It didn't bother me because I was like, whatever.
You were talking inside
But it
here.
freaked everyone out around me.
perspective. Is she
And that was
dying?
15 years ago. And I've been like, nope. Just not worth it.
All right. Well, tea, as in actually tea, the beverage that we were talking about, makes great mocktails. You can make that,
Yes.
freeze it in the ice cubes, and then stack it in a tall glass and pour flavored seltzer over it. It's
I
fantastic.
saw a lot of mocktail recipes using green tea.
Mhm.
Are they
And you
using
can-
green tea or gunpowder green?
They just said green tea. There was no mention
Okay.
of gunpowder.
Yeah.
Gunpowder is a specific type of green tea. The leaves are partially dried, rolled, fermented. It's called gunpowder green because they look like gunpowder pellets, like the old style gunpowder pellets.
Oh.
But they're a fermented tea like oolong. Oolong actually comes in two types. It's the rolled leaves and the folded leaves. I don't consider myself an expert. I have friends who are way more expert than I am. But I can literally walk you through the difference between Chinese green tea and Japanese green tea and what,
That's going to be a whole
because it's a
other
temperature
show.
difference. Yeah.
I didn't
You're
know I'd be learning
an
today.
expert in this circle.
You are definitely the expert in this circle. Yeah.
Because I drink
When
tea
I started really
whenever I
getting
can
into
stick my hands
tea,
on.
I had a friend. So I used to sit next to this girl, and it was really weird because we started working at the same company about a week or two apart. And one of us was named Mary and one of us was named Maria. And they knew that one was Mary and one was Maria, but they always saw us together, so they couldn't necessarily tell which one was which. But we looked nothing alike. I am 6 feet tall with blonde hair and blue eyes. The other woman is not even 5 feet tall with black hair and very, very Russian. And we sat together, like we sat next to each other in the same office, and we hung out together because I think she's really awesome. And I'm one of the few people she actually likes. But I ended up with all of these teas because her mother would send her teas from Russia. And if she didn't like them, she gave them to me, which is how I got into gunpowder green tea.
Hopefully you had opposite
But
tastes
because of
in
this,
tea.
I have all of these little tea canisters in my tea cabinet where everything is written in Russian. And I have no idea what half of them are.
mystery.
I
Or
can tell
is
you what
it
they taste
Mr.
like.
Tea.
It's mystery tea.
Please mute that woman.
But yeah,
Trying out for
no,
that terrible
like,
fun.
but I remember when I was like, okay, that's it. I need to upgrade and get a better electric kettle. And she was like, this one is on Amazon and it does 6 temperatures and has a keep warm setting for 2 hours. And I was like, and it's $200. Fuck that.
That sounds like me recently. A friend of mine got me like a thing to hold my coffee grounds in. And it became, if you give a mouse a cookie, like, I got a coffee ground thing. So now I have to actually grind my beans, and now I have to put them somewhere and get good beans. And now I actually
Give
have
a
a
mouse
French
a
press
cookie.
and an electric kettle and all this other shit now because he bought me a stupid thing. Which is awesome.
No. I went through the same thing. I had coffee that I would only drink at work. I bought a French press for it because I couldn't take it home. Because I had a friend at that job who was Puerto Rican, and his mom would send him really good coffee from Puerto Rico. And he gave me a bag. So I bought a French press and learned how to do like all of the French press things with coffee to drink this coffee that his mom sent him from Puerto Rico.
I finally broke out my Jamaican beans because I had them and like finally have a reason and a way to eat them and enjoy them and enjoy them properly. And now I want to go spend like $60 to buy more Jamaican coffee.
Yep. No, I'm the one who makes the cold brew at our house. I bought my husband a cold brew kit for Christmas a couple years ago. And he did it for a while and was like, I'm getting really inconsistent results. I don't like this. And he quit for like 6 months. And then I started doing it because I would drink it. And I'm like, so you grind the beans like this, and you use these beans, and you use this kind of water because we have a filtered water thing, and you do it for exactly this length of time, and I put it on at this time in the afternoon so I know that I take it off at this time. And mine have been really consistent.
Yeah, I have cold brew all the time.
There's a science background.
Yeah, I'm listening to your explanation going, yeah, you're the scientist.
Yeah, mine's very unscientific.
Yeah.
Use cloth bag, like just a basic bag. You throw your grounds in there and you let it sit for 24 to 48 hours and voila, coffee.
I have discovered...
I lift the lid. I put the little pot in. I close the lid. I push the button.
My Keurig crapped out, and I
5-year-old to use the Keurig machine. I don't even have to make coffee anymore. It's amazing.
I put
The
my Keurig in
best
the garage finally.
coffee maker or tea maker. The best coffee maker or tea maker I ever had. My parents got me one that was an automatic coffee maker where you could set it the night before, and it had a flavor button so you could make tea in it.
Ooh, that's sexy.
And I would load that sucker up every night before I went to bed. It was the sexiest thing ever.
It makes me so happy to hear someone else call an inanimate object sexy because I agree with you 100%. So I
did figure out part of why my husband was having that problem was he was using a 1 quart size filter in a 2 quart size bottle.
That'll do it.
But I was the one who went on Amazon and bought 6 2 quarts mason jars and bought all the equipment and
So if we're talking collections, I will be right
when
back.
I decide to do something,
I'm going to go grab something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Enjoy my sweatpants as I go.
Now, I used to have a sewing machine that I thought was very sexy. Was that really retro kind of Rocket Man design? It was actually called the Rocketeer.
Ooh, yeah.
Copper and brass colored. That thing was gorgeous. And I sold it for $50 more than I paid for it when I was thinning out my sewing machine collection. I'm down to 3. I have 3 sewing machines.
I can give you a 4th. It's been sitting in my garage for years.
No.
The Antichrist.
I have no sewing machines.
Ray A actually
My
asked
mom
me-
gave me one, and I could never get the damn thing to work, so it went to a friend of mine.
Ray wants to know if anyone else has separate mugs for tea and coffee. I
Of
do.
course, you drink tea out of tea.
I do.
And
Yeah,
Coffee
tea out of
out
tea
of-
cups, but also my coffee mugs are more like planters. I don't know. They're massive. I don't use like standard. I'm not getting up. I don't use standard coffee cups. They're like face size. And we were in Target when my son was probably about 2. And we went through, the Target like dollar spot or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
They have planters that looked like really big, like teacups. And my baby goes, Mama,
I have those. I love those things.
and I was like, oh shit, my toddler called me out.
So I'm not sure if you're going to broadcast it, but Rebecca pointed out, says she has her coffee maker and that timer, and that is brilliant. I've never considered that. I might have to start doing that.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Rebecca also has like one of those 50-cup urns that she fills and empties every day.
So
His life.
my children call mommy mugs the cappuccino mugs because that's the only thing that I normally drink my tea out of.
I couldn't see what
And
that
when
was.
people come to my
That's the
house
next thing about
and well, if they come to my house and want to drink
that
tea,
was
I
me.
ask them if they want like a normal person-sized mug or a me-sized mug.
I felt so
Because
bad.
I'm aware that I need the bucket of tea.
So one of the many things I collect is mugs, and I love collecting like really bizarre, interesting mugs. And I felt so bad because I also like the ones that are the size of your face or, interestingly sized. And my mother got me a really cute corgi one, and that is a lot of cups. My mother got me
I buy the biggest teapots I
I'm not
find,
supposed
so
to
I
do it.
understand.
only 4.
By the way, the biggest teapot they sell is 45 ounces.
What were you holding up, Jessica?
Oh, this is a list of all the crap I collect.
Let's hear it.
So I just said mugs. One thing I want to start collecting is foreign book covers, especially for Good Omens. If you ever want to look up those covers, they're really cool.
It's my favorite.
They are really cool.
I love that.
I've
is gonna
gone through
be my
2
next
copies of that,
tattoo,
and I
actually.
almost stabbed somebody over it once.
Yeah, actually, the book I'm reading right now, I had it was completely duct taped because I read it so much, and my Good Omens copy is like that too.
See, I have
Yep.
to keep buying
Yeah,
new ones.
That's
because
going to be my next tattoo.
like,
Actually,
you have to have this in your life. Take it. Take this. So I have to just keep buying new ones. I think I've given out like 4 copies of it.
I read almost all my books on Kindle, and I'm doing what I'm calling right now comfort reading during this this pandemic. So I'm reading physical media or physical books, just
Mhm.
because I have a collection of all of my favorite books that I give to other people. I'd be like, you must read this, and
Yeah.
those are 2 of the ones I have with me. I also collect. So I'm sort of a meeting planner in my job, and I go to a lot of meetings. And I'm not sure if you're really familiar with that type of world, but when they feed you, they give you mini things. So I have a collection of mini kitchen items. I'm looking right now. Let's see, I've got like mini jams, mini cups, mini ketchup bottles, and Tabasco things. When I'm off camera, I'll go grab my little Tabasco bottle. It's cute. I have a mini pie in a jar. I also collect magnets, and this is what I went to go grab: keychains from every place I've ever been that are unique.
Oh my gosh.
I've been doing this since I was in 7th grade.
Whoa.
Yeah, this is a ton.
Wow!
You could kill an intruder with that.
It's good to know I have a weapon by my bed. This thing is, yeah.
You're welcome.
I forgot. I do collect one thing.
Yes.
That's not tea. Beer steins. I inherited my father's collection of German beer steins. So I have a bunch of
Next
really
time
cool
I
ones.
see you, I have donations to your cause.
Like I have the cup crystal ones.
I have German beer steins I'm trying to get rid of.
Don't! I had to go. Well, I don't know. I used to collect unicorns. When I was a kid, I collected unicorns.
Collected cows.
Like I got unicorns for doing my 45 minutes of piano practice a day and that sort of thing.
Uh-oh, Jessica's left again.
She went to go grab something. How
What
about you,
about you,
Laura? Do
Laura?
you
What do you
And
collect?
I collect little critters,
Nothing.
but I'd have to like take this
Aw.
upstairs to show you. Oh, I love your little Tabasco bottle. That's so cute.
Yeah, I have an entire kitchen wall full of this crap. Actually, you might be able to see it if I turn the camera into my kitchen.
Oh,
That
that's
up
a
there is
cute
all the-
little thing.
I love
Wow.
how brave Jessica is just rolling her computer around her house. Y'all are not seeing the rest of my house.
I
I
know,
have a
right?
laptop. I don't care about this thing.
This
Frickin'
free
pandemic
section of my
freak out.
house behind is what's clean.
Next week, the other bars.
I mean, this bar that we're in. How about you, Laura? Do you collect anything?
Not really. I do collect. My mom used to work at this fair, the NC State Fair. So there was always that big pottery tent. So
Oh, I love that! I
we
got
would
the
go in
most
there.
beautiful mug there one year.
we would go every year, and so yeah, when I got married and the first time we moved together, he was like, "Can we do something?" Because they were all like huge.
They're all huge,
Like,
yeah.
"Are these in storage? Are you gonna actually use them?" So I collect mugs. My mom always did ornaments. We got ornaments every year, so that's one of the things that I'm keeping
That's
rolling
sweet.
along with my kid.
We did that with our kids. We every St. Nicholas Day they would get an ornament in their stocking, and we always got like this huge tree, right? Because 5 kids
Yeah.
a year getting 5 ornaments.
We would always do one for my kid. We've started doing Secret Santa or Sneaky Santa on Christmas Eve. So when we go out to go look at all the presents and stuff, Sneaky Santa sends his sneaky elves in, and he drops off pajamas and an ornament, and
That's
then he
so
comes back and he drops off presents on Christmas Eve.
May I make a special request, please?
Yes.
My child has emerged and would like to show off her pillow that she loves.
That's very
Ooh.
Say
cute.
at the top, it's evident you fought well.
It's evident you fought well.
Oh, that's cute.
It's evident you fought well.
Here's a gentle reminder that you will
Need to
need to rest well too.
Aww.
Aw.
Sweet.
It's one of my favorite artists. I have a bunch of her stuff.
Oh,
But I wanted to show you my collection of creatures.
Oh, creatures! Can I go?
Yes,
Can I get my
can you
creatures?
grab the creatures?
I'll get my creatures too.
So I have a friend who makes these. This one was actually the one that they put on the cake
oh, that's so pretty.
for my baby shower for my son.
Is that by,
It's supposed to be
Rhiannon?
all 4 of us, and it's the elements.
That's
Nice.
Pardon?
Is that by Rhiannon?
No, it's a woman named Star Kaleo. She's local, and I've been friends with her for years. She also trains service dogs.
Oh, that's
That was the previous one of my daughter and my husband and I.
adorable.
It has creatures too.
And it was supposed to be the Earth and the galaxy and the moon.
I have loads of
Nice.
creatures.
And my daughter has a bunch of them too.
sweet.
You should.
And this is the
absolutely-
one that goes with it.
Mine.
I will support local businesses.
I should what?
Post an
Yes.
link so we can support local.
This is
businesses.
one of the first ones we bought
For me?
for Freya when she was very small.
Where's the skeleton one?
And it got broken, and she made a zombie version for her, which I thought was awesome. But she especially makes a whole lot of dice dragons.
I've got one of those that Rhiannon did.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen that
Cool.
work
I
before.
would love to see that. Yeah. And she does a lot of gemstone dragons too. But I
Second
have
one, share the
tons
link.
of her
I will
stuff.
buy one.
Absolutely. She's great. This one glows in the dark. I asked her for a 3-tailed kitsune. I went through this whole phase where I wanted all of the kitsunes. Oh yeah, that's her little incense burners.
This is my winter one. Mommy has a.
I have one that looks like a hobbit house.
Aw.
So yeah, I've got tons of these. I have a fire unicorn and an ice unicorn.
Zombie.
Oh yeah, that's Freya's.
For somebody who says they didn't
That's
have
probably
any
the zombie one. It looks
collections,
like it's all stitched together.
Yeah, I seem to remember someone saying they didn't have collections, and here we are.
That was me. I lied.
You gave her time to think about
I'm
it.
sorry.
okay, you guys ready for the quiz?
Sure.
Yes.
Ooh,
Cupcake.
yes.
Show my cupcake.
No, put your stuff back up, kiddo.
Can you show my cupcake?
Pub quiz.
I'll I'll take the cupcake you made downstairs to show everyone, okay?
So here's the confession: is that whenever I do pub trivia, I go to drink, and my husband is usually not usually, he's the one who knows all the answers. So can I call in my lifeline?
Like he's going to know these questions, these
He's a
answers.
really good guesser.
The quiz is, how well do you know Isa?
Who's Isa?
Yeah,
Oh God.
very well.
I think she meant Isa.
Can I show this very quickly?
Sure.
Tea cabinet. Rest of tea cabinet. It's sitting just all piled up.
I don't know if your daughter is
There-
still there, so I will refrain from the comment I was going to make.
What about
No,
the
she's
finger
upstairs.
pearls on the side of
Yeah,
the refrigerator?
the wall button.
And this is the tea thing that I made, and it says witch's brew.
How cute. Aw.
And then it has all of the hearts and flowers on it, except on the back. And my sister-in-law had to draw these for me because she's much better than I am. She put bats on it for me. and little witch broom on the front.
Cute.
But it's witch's brew. But because it's me, it's beautiful spring colors. Because, you know, you don't have to be a scary witch.
Tripping part of the evening.
Oh, we're
Unless
stripping
you-
for the quiz. Is that kind of quiz? Okay.
Wait, I don't
And
know
I had to get another. Oh, Isa?
Yes, Isa.
Isa? Sorry. I need you to tell me what to do with this.
There's a cat butt.
I don't know, man. I don't drink gin.
Damn.
That's what the internet's for.
Well, I'm not a gin person.
Give it to
wait,
The only
Brittany.
thing
She
I've
loves
ever
gin.
made is gin.
Hold on. Question?
Give
Point
it
of
to
order?
Brittany. She loves
Point
it.
of order question here. Oh, does she? We have a live audience. I've never done a live thing before. Ask the audience what you put in there.
There you
What do you
go.
do with gin, guys?
That's right.
What do you do with gin?
Yeah,
I have a gin story. Can I tell my gin story very quickly?
Where else do you try them?
So, once upon a time in college, I lived in this apartment
Learning.
complex. And I had friends who lived in 8 other apartments in this apartment complex. So we never locked our doors because there was always someone awake who could see your door. They were all townhouses. It was around a central courtyard. We could all see each other all the time. We did laundry together. We partied together every weekend. We played D&D together. Like, we lived in each other's houses. I bought a bottle of Bombay Sapphire because there was a guy that I liked, and he was like, I like martinis. So I was like, I'll get this stuff to make martinis.
Of course.
I tried one martini. I decided it was gross and I didn't like it. And I gave it to one of my friends. I gave the rest of the bottle to a friend. A year and a half later, another friend of mine was moving out of this apartment complex, and she said, hey, Freya, I've got this bottle of gin. Can I give it to you? It was the same fucking bottle.
I have.
You had gone through every single apartment. Everyone had made one drink and gone, bleh, and then passed it along to the next person.
So back when I was still living in New Jersey, we used to throw a bunch of parties because we were right out of college, and my friends they would host the parties, I would host the parties, and we were at that point where we couldn't afford our own booze, but people would bring their own bottles with them.
Yep.
So every time one of us would host a party, we get this giant box of like, here's all the leftovers, take our crap, and it was like passing the buck on and on and on. Like, damn it, I thought I got rid of this bottle, and like 10 years later, like, oh look, it's back again. People just don't.
I do not like gin and juice.
But Snoop sang.
I have
that.
tried gin and juice. I do not like gin and juice. So
Right,
far,
okay.
I only like gimlets. Because gin
There's your
tastes like
answer.
pine salt.
Lines on your money and your money. Okay, I will not rap because I am what?
Come on, I'm a scientist. I'm totally a type A.
All right, so our quiz is, how well do you know Isa? And for our viewing audience, if you want to play along, you too will be eligible for our prize. The winner, let me make me embiggened.
Pretty, whatever it is.
So this
Delightful.
is homemade raspberry liqueur made by me. And this is what our prize winner gets.
Oh, I'm
Thank
feeling
you.
very competitive suddenly.
You've got another one? I'll trade you a jar of homemade strawberry jam.
I brought you whiskey last week, or scotch, or what did I bring you?
You brought
We
me
are
cheap
not
scotch.
gonna bribe the bartender.
By request, it was cheap scotch, so it's not like
You can
just-
bribe your GMs. You can absolutely bribe a bartender. Come on.
Okay, so we've
Grab
got
it.
10 questions. The first question, how many tattoos do I have?
Ah, shit.
Write your answers down and we'll tally them all up at the end.
My pen died. Sorry, that was my 6-year-old son coming out, the whining.
Swiper, no swiping.
Question number 2,
We're rolling.
dogs or cats?
I know Mungo is best dog, but you also have all the cats now.
Can we answer these for ourselves too? Because I want to see where people align.
Ooh, that sounds
Sure.
fun.
Sure.
How many tattoos do I have?
You know, I had to count mine to write it down. I was like, wait, is that all of them? Okay.
Oh, I guess I should answer my cats or dogs.
There was a 12-year time period between my tattoos, so I'm slow. I'm behind the curve. I know I'm a slow learner.
I waited 8 years for my first, about 10 years for the second, and then I got like the third, fourth at the same time. Well, there's my answers. And the final one within like 2 months of thinking of the idea. So
This one I got when I was 40. That's my
Don't
first
show
one.
them up. It's an answer.
You can't see
yeah,
them
at
all.
least one,
And
guys,
this
at least
one,
one.
I don't know how old it is, but I got it on Henry's 16th birthday.
I don't know what she's showing us. Make yourself bigger again.
Make my
Yeah,
star
keep big in your
bigger.
Oh, is it right? That one. Yeah.
That one doesn't.
Pick off your
There we
arm.
go.
Okay.
I will be happy to show you my tattoos, but it requires turning around and taking off my shirt.
I'm wearing the
What?
perfect shirt to show mine off.
We could all see her tattoos if she
Wait,
drinks
yeah, you
enough.
could
Is
totally see
one
that from the
thing.
back of my
That's what I heard too.
Someone knows me too well already.
Okay,
There's another
question
one.
number 3. What is my favorite beverage?
God damn it.
Oh, shit.
And I know I should know this. When you tell me, I'm going to hit myself.
Is it like a specific
Yeah,
like
exactly.
type of drink, or is it going to be like a broad?
I said beverage. However, question number 4 is what is my favorite cocktail?
Shit.
I don't think that counts as a cocktail.
No, not unless that's one of those you dump everything in the glass or the shaker, rather. Oh, thanks, Rebecca. Thanks. I mean, I can show you. I want you to like block me out for a second and then embiggen me so that I have enough time to like take my shirt off and turn around.
I mean, if you don't, you just want to have this permanently posted on YouTube in the future.
I'd prefer not to like.
So, like,
There
any
we go.
ball, at least one person gets naked.
Thank you. Thank you. Hold on. Ugh, damn it.
I'm not showing off all mine.
This is the equivalent of holding the towel when your friend pees in the woods, right?
Can I show you the nerdiest
Very
tattoo of
different
all
minds
time?
than I have never held a towel so that my friend could pee in the woods.
Really?
First of all, I don't go into the
I
woods.
have.
Second, that's
Can I
pretty
show
much
off the
it.
nerdiest tattoo
Well,
ever
I'm
while
right.
she changes?
But like at the group bathroom at the beach. Are we ready,
Can you
Mary?
see my tattoo?
No, these are outdoor situations that I don't go in.
Yes, you ready for me to embiggen you?
Have I held my drunk friend's hair in
Go
a
ahead
bar?
and embiggen.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, embiggen. Woo, stand up a little bit.
Hoorah!
So there's one itch. There we go. So I count 2, one on your shoulder and one mid back.
I see tree and rose.
That's correct.
Okay. All right. So you're off screen again. You can wait. No, you're not.
You are
Thank you.
lying.
They still wait. No, you're still on camera. Now it's your ass.
There. Now you're off screen. You can.
I don't want to bounce a penny on it.
Thank you.
I'm pretty sure that was the equivalent of a dirty
So
delete.
here's the thing.
I didn't know it was going to be one.
The first one, which is the rose, it took me 10 years to decide what I actually wanted. Because if it was going to be imprinted on my skin, it should be something very, very meaningful to me. And
That's why it took me 40
as
years.
part of my as I got that one when I was 28. And because I am such a geek, it's from an anime.
Okay, so I was trying to ask if you could. Can I show you the world's geekiest tattoo? Because whatever you have, I guarantee you, mine is like off the chart nerdy. I love
Yes.
that, Amy.
Mine's Hogwarts with an owl carrying my son like a
Oh,
sword.
I love it. That's beautiful. So
Show it
I've got,
again,
yeah.
I've got the Harry Potter
Wait,
chapter.
are we allowed to swear?
Wait, show it again, Amy.
My baby.
That's glorious.
I also, and I'm not standing up at the bench, so you're just going to have to believe me. Between my kneecap and my ankle, I have the stained glass window from the prefect's bathroom in Goblet of Fire.
Oh, I want to see it.
That's really cool. That's a gorgeous one too.
Thank you.
So, Amy, I actually
welcome.
have the chapter stars from Harry Potter behind my ear. I don't know how well it'll show on here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I know what they look like, so I can.
they're around here somewhere, but that's not what I was going for. I've also got Calvin and Hobbes and Cosmo and Wanda on my
Oh,
back.
yeah.
The one I'm trying to show.
Aw.
Bernie, leave the camera alone, God damn it.
Bernie.
It's not
I'm belly.
like that. It's the Futurama alien text, and it says, "Don't panic."
I love it.
Nice.
Like ultimate nerd.
Oh yeah, I guess we didn't talk about my collection. I didn't get to release my Harry Potter knowledge on the world.
Oh, if we're doing Harry Potter, you and I need to
I
have a
have a
sidebar.
friend who collects tattoos and the stories behind them for his blog. I would love to
Bernie.
be able to. Huh?
Bernie.
Bernie's moving the camera.
Bernie said, "I got some shit to say."
Dang it, Bernie.
Okay, what
Well,
question are we on?
Usually it's
We're on number 5.
Okay.
Regine just said NWS just issued a tornado warning. There's a huge storm aimed at Raleigh. Thank you, whoever put that up. So just heads up, we may be experiencing some bad weather, and there may be some technical interruptions. If anybody gets cut out, that's what's going on.
If somebody has to drop off, well, then they have to drink. Okay, question number 5. Have I ever been arrested?
Ooh.
Arrested. Like, read the Miranda rights, told I've been arrested, that whole thing.
I think you talk a big game.
Yes.
Notice I have very specific questions on here.
I'm really excited for the answers now.
Okay. All right. So some of these questions my kids submitted for me. How many snakes have I owned?
I've always wanted.
Like
Give me the face. Okay. Question.
attached to a
number-
person, I'm going to say on a technicality too.
Say that again. You cut out.
Which one of us?
Huh?
What was number 7?
Claire, whatever you said.
Number 7. Which of my children shares the same name as my guinea pig?
Which came first?
As your
my
what?
guinea pig. My children
You named
claim
your child
that
after a
this-
guinea pig?
that's what my children think, but no, it's a coincidence that they share the same name.
It is not a coincidence.
Oh my god.
Okay.
No children. I can't answer this one.
Number 8. Who are my cats named after? Number
That
9.
one I actually know.
This is going so speedy. I'm writing.
Sorry. Go ahead.
I
Who
knew.
are my cats named after? And if 2 people have the same score, if one answer is more specific than another, that one will get it.
Oh, great. Mine are ridiculous.
My score is going to be bad.
Yeah.
It's the lightning.
Can I
round,
get the
Rebecca.
question
Come
mark
on.
score? Because how many question marks did you write down?
Maybe it's like golf. Whoever gets the fewest.
Yes.
That's golf, right?
We don't know the rules yet, so maybe it is.
Bowling.
Yeah.
Question number
I
9.
don't sport either.
Sport.
What was my first real, as in post-college, job? Considering my first job was at the age of 13, I wasn't counting that.
I remember you telling me, and now I can't remember it. Maybe I should drink more and I'll remember.
That's always my solution.
Well, I noticed not everyone's opposed to our wonderful bartender.
Woohoo!
Cheers to our bartender.
Thank you.
Hail the bartender.
And final question.
Didn't help me.
What is the most number of pets I've had at one time?
Do children count as pets?
No,
I count them as pets.
but their pets count as pets.
God damn it.
Wait, oh, there. Wait, oh,
Your grand pets.
Are we allowed to swear?
Oh, yes.
oh, good. This is way too late now.
Because that's
I feel like
my
fucking
favorite.
God. I've been
Away in
trying
their
so hard to
room. Oh
swear.
my God. Okay.
But we don't count things that came in and decided to live under the house by their own accord. Those are not pets, no matter what the children say.
Oh my God.
Okay, so what was question number 7 again, please?
Question number 7
Which
was,
kid is named after her guinea pig?
yes.
Oh, thank you.
Oh my God.
I'm going to write down the name of the kid that I can always remember.
I will be right back.
I forgot about snakes.
You forgot about snakes?
Yeah, like when one of my
Forget about snakes.
when one of my kids suggested this question, I was like, "Oh yeah, I forgot I used to have snakes."
I don't think she
Well,
just
there goes
forgot
my
that they
answer.
existed in the world.
Delete.
So I want to continue the story about my tattoos because
Okay.
there are stories. The first one is because I'm a turbo geek, and it's from my favorite anime of all time, Revolutionary Girl Utena, which ironically stands as one of the classic, groundbreaking queer animes, which will amuse anyone who knows me really well because I'm the straightest, whitest girl ever. But it's my all-time favorite, and I have soundtracks and art books and the manga and the whole series and everything else. And I absolutely love it.
Which anime?
Revolutionary Girl Utena.
Oh, okay.
If you're local, I'll loan you the DVDs.
Familiar with it.
But I watch a lot of stuff in foreign languages. I watch a lot of Korean dramas and a lot of anime, and I've never in my entire life been so drunk that I can't read subtitles, and I'm a snob.
Sub over dub.
The
Wait,
small
no,
child is my micro snob. She now watches everything in Japanese. Because I started her with Sailor Moon when she was 6.
Yay, Sailor Moon.
Oh no, she has the entire run of the manga. She has the entire run of the Inuyasha manga. We started reading her Dragon Ball as a bedtime story, and she absolutely loves it.
Love
it. Yeah. She used to do Muay Thai with a pair of little boys who were 3 and 5 years older than her, and they couldn't watch anime in Japanese with subtitles because they couldn't read fast enough, and she could. At like 8.
That was
So you want your kids to have good reading comprehension? Make them watch anime in Japanese. The other one is my family tree. I have another friend who has that exact same tattoo. We got that done at a women's retreat.
What are you doing?
And I drank an entire bottle of mead and got a tattoo. And the next weekend I found out that I was pregnant.
Just in time.
So the family tree has 4 branches, and the 4 branches were already there. I just didn't know about one of them yet.
That's fortuitous.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
because
I
like
found out
after that,
I was having twins because Mabel told me. Mabel, my child named
Oh, wow,
after
yeah.
the Queen of the Fairies. We told the family I was pregnant, and Mabel comes up to me. She's 9 years old, and she says, "When will you know that it's twins? Not if." That.
Okay, so here's the real question. Was your guinea pig named after the Queen of the Fairies?
No
No.
cheating. No changing your answer
No.
late.
I already have my answers written
Okay.
in ink.
No crossing things out.
Everybody ready for the?
I do already have a cross out, but that's because I fixed it.
One other thing. My daughter, Podling, started asking for a sister when she was 3 and a sibling of any kind when she was 5. When we told her that she was getting a little brother, 1, she cried. 2, she screamed, but she had asked us 3 times the day before if we could adopt because she wanted a sibling so badly. It was the best present ever.
Aw. Mabel
He's
said she
2 and
wanted
she still thinks he's
either
great.
a brother or a hamster. And after Henry was born, she was like, "I wish I'd gone for the hamster."
Oh,
Hamster is better.
Okay. How many tattoos do I have?
6.
That's how what I put.
7.
I said 14.
Jesus.
5.
Oh,
5. Okay.
5.
Did anyone say 4?
1, 2, 3 behind the ear and rib cage.
guys, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to. If you could pull me out for a second, Maggie's awake, and I have to go get her.
Okay.
Sorry.
No.
Come back in when you're ready.
I miss
Kids
you
are
all.
important.
Okay. Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Dogs.
I said
It's dogs.
I said
I'm
dogs.
a dog person.
Totally said dogs.
I got one right.
I knew Mungo was best dog ever, but I didn't know if he was the anomaly or not.
I'm definitely a dog person. I love my cats, but I'm a dog person.
Yeah.
Favorite
That one
beverage?
actually.
Whiskey. Bourbon.
I said coffee.
It's water.
That was what I was going to say.
Fancy cocktails.
It's
Mine's hot bean water.
Hot bean water is a magic beverage.
Sounds so disgusting. when I say that. I hate it.
favorite cocktail.
Whiskey ginger.
Old fashioned, but I'm probably wrong.
I have no idea.
It's a vodka Negroni.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'd like you to know I clearly have met you tonight and not 8 or 9 years ago.
Hey, I'm batting 1,000 over here, man. I got 1 right so far.
0.
Okay.
Someone Becca's answer to number 4 is perfect.
Whatever. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it is.
That is the correct answer.
That is the correct answer.
The answer set was no idea, so that is pretty accurate for me as well. Well done, Rebecca.
Have I ever
Nice
been
to-
arrested?
No,
No,
we got very
I said no.
close.
Arrested? No.
Been close?
I have been detained and questioned.
Did you yell
Really?
loudly, am I being detained?
What?
Did you yell loudly, am I being detained?
No, I tried to make myself as small as possible.
I would have too, but that's not happening. And we don't know it. I'm too big and too loud.
You're 6 feet. Good luck.
How many snakes
You know
have I
what? My
owned?
husband is like 6'7", 6'8". He makes me look normal sized.
3.
I said 3.
3 is right.
4.
Snake,
I said 2.
Plissken, Frank Sinatra, And the bastard who never got a name because he kept biting me. And I traded it in for a guinea pig
Named Henry.
named Henry.
Oh, I missed that one.
I also
That was the other one I thought.
I also had a huge crush on a boy in high school named Henry. He's not named after him either.
I'm not
But
having kids, but I wanted to name my kid Henry if I had a boy. It's a good name.
That's what you have dogs and cats for. Or fish.
I-
Come on.
I wanted to name Henry Mungo. That was vetoed.
He's probably very grateful for that.
That's an I hate my kids name.
Yeah. This is your mistake.
It's a family name. I have a great
I
uncle
believe
Mungo.
Lorraine Farquhar is a family name. It's still an I hate my kids name.
That's
And
what
my
okay.
kiddo who
Middle
named his
names
son
are for torturing your
his
children.
best friend, the son, when he turned 18, changed his freaking name to Lorraine Farquhar.
God damn
Even
it,
though it's an
Rebecca.
I hate his name.
No,
That's
that
what middle
was
names are for.
that was
That is
just a
the same
rental,
question I asked
not an
Rebecca.
ownership. Okay. My first real job was
Wait, we missed number 8.
wait.
I think it was Henry.
No, that was
Oh,
7.
no,
I thought
8.
8 was your cat's
Sorry,
name.
8. Who are my cats named after?
Characters in
Thieves.
novels that I said sleuth novels because I forgot the actual genre because I'm drinking. But I've
They're
read the book.
thieves. They're all named after thieves.
They are
in
all
that
named after
movie.
burglars. Yes.
So I'm counting that because I've read the books. I know what you're talking about.
Okay. My first real job.
I said librarian.
I
You
said
were like a
maintenance.
receptionist or a secretary or something.
I've been a librarian. I've been a secretary, but my first
You were what? Say that one again.
a secretary.
Yeah, you were.
It's
My first real job was selling china and pots and pans to unsuspecting college freshmen.
Question, I said retail. Does that count?
This was not retail. This was direct sales, door to door, dorm room doors.
Like old school, like Cutco
Yes,
full
yes.
and but
With the
pots and pans.
Giant suitcase full of
Oh.
pots and pans and china.
to college students?
Oh,
Money.
yes, because for less than the price of 2 pizzas a month, you can have this complete set of china, this deluxe set of pots and pans, and the matching cutlery.
You sound like me selling Cutco. And there's only one reason to sell Cutco, and that's for the freaking demo set. My dad called that the S&M demos because we had to cut rope and leather. And I still have all of my demo knives.
Oh, no,
Great.
show the other comment.
She's the best dictator around. Come on.
No, but by the time they were seniors, right, this whole stuff would be paid off. That was,
And they could take it to their first apartment.
and that was where I first learned that once you can fake sincerity, you've got it made.
What is this faking sincerity thing? Says the girl who doesn't even bother trying to lie because she knows she's so bad at it.
Sally. Okay.
And the most pets I have had at one time.
4.
I said 5.
I said 3, but I'm lying.
It's 5?
They actually outnumbered the humans. I have had 8 pets.
Oh my
Not,
god.
Holy shit.
not just counting the kids' pets, but when I was a teenager, I had 4 mice, a cat, and 3 dogs.
Oh, shit. I didn't even think about that. Hold on then. 8. 12. I had 12.
The most pets I've ever had was a 29-gallon aquarium, a 10-gallon aquarium full of different types of fish,
Wait, are we counting fish too?
5
Okay.
betas. Hang on. 5 betas, 2 Chinese dwarf hamsters, 2 gerbils, 1 short-haired hamster, 1 cat, 1 dog, my roommate's boyfriend, who totally counted as a pet. If you can't keep a job for longer than 2 weeks, you count as a pet. and a one-legged parakeet named Ahab.
If we're counting fish, then I go with like somewhere between 36 and 40.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had hamsters as a kid, and apparently the average litter for a hamster. Well, we thought we had two boys. It turns out we had a boy and a girl. Our bad. And the average litter is about 6, and they had 12. So we had a lot of hamsters going for a while.
My son
I
wants
made
a
the mistake of
hamster.
buying doves once. I thought I had 2 females. I had a male and a female.
Yeah,
I don't enjoy rodents. That's a no from me.
I like rodents. I like snakes. I like everything except spiders. I like everything that is fur.
So
Ridley
I
has
had a
decided
dream-
he wanted a hamster, and
Aw.
we can't go adopt anything because everything's closed, and so
Right.
he's really upset. I've been wanting to start a new sourdough starter, so we created a sourdough starter, and his name is Theodore Squeaks. I drew a little mouse
Sorry,
on the outside of the jar. and that's the new pet.
kid want.
Oh my god, that is adorable.
I decided to start some bread. That's just funny. I'm sorry.
I mean, people
I was gonna say my
So my husband
All right, tally up your
on
answers
pets.
while
My
Freya's saying
husband's
the story.
dad is allergic to anything with fur.
Mhm.
They raised fish when he was a kid. He bred African cichlids, and they sold them to pet stores.
nope.
And they used to make their own aquariums. Like he had a 40-gallon aquarium of Oscars in his bedroom
Jade wins.
as a kid.
I got 3.
And
I don't know how many I got, but it's not many.
I think
was gone for all that.
I got 3.
Clock is right more often than me.
Sorry, the baby woke up.
No, it's okay. Kids happen. They're the result of sex.
Well, technically,
Was
no,
there-
You can do one without the other.
technically, my husband's supposed to be on kid duty, but I'm sure he's like playing a video game or something. So, hi, baby, come here.
Did we have more than 3?
That's so painfully familiar.
What's that? That's the 3?
Hello, kitty.
Freaking mountain lion. Holy crap, he's huge.
That's a huge cat, man.
And
Don't
Lord.
look at another cat.
So that's actually the story. He's mad.
Mr. Size cat, for those
Okay,
who
so that's
know
the
Dresden
story I
Files.
was going to tell is my husband had finally convinced me to get a bluey, a blue-tongued skink as a pet, which was like my okay, fine, because you can feed them like pellets and not like live.
crickets and
Live
stuff.
food, like crickets.
You're not bringing
I used to
crickets.
work in a pet store.
Right. So I was like, okay, fine. So we were like researching breeders, and there was a reptile show coming up, and we took a vacation down to Tallahassee, Florida to see my family. And we were killing some time before we met somebody for like lunch or something. And there was a pet store next door, like a Pet Smart or a Petco or one of those, where they have like the windows with like cats for adoption.
Mm-hmm.
And so, keeping in mind, we are in Florida, okay? By car, we drove to Florida. And so we go in, and I'm allergic to cats.
Florida's not from Florida.
And right. And so he's like, "Can we go in and pet the kittens?" And I'm like, ugh, fine. You know, because like whatever, just stop touching things in the store. So we go in, and this one kitten like crawls up me and snuggles against my face, and he has no tail, and I love him so much. And so I called my husband and told him I had adopted a cat.
That's kind of how I got Zippy. I went to a shelter looking for rats for Mabel, and we came home with rats and a dog.
Whoops. We had to keep him in my neighbor's house, the house that we were selling in Florida. The neighbor had to keep the cat overnight because my parents were like, "You're not bringing that in our house." And I was like, "Okay, but look what I got." And his
Okay,
name
did
is
anybody
Calvin.
have more than 3 answers correct?
Well, I don't know. What's your favorite
I have 3.
What's my favorite what?
beverage?
Water.
Okay, what was the question in number 5?
Quite fun.
4 was cocktail. That was vodka Negroni.
Okay.
5 was have I ever been
5 was,
arrested?
has she been arrested?
No, not
Okay.
arrested.
Okay, I got that right.
How many snakes have I owned? 3.
Okay.
Which of my children has the same name as the guinea pig? Henry.
Can you rephrase that question to which of your children was named after a guinea pig?
No, he was not named after a guinea pig.
That's how it was written in the official questions in the chat. I saw it.
He wasn't named after Henry Sabetti either, and you can't
It does
prove
say that.
anything otherwise.
Did you tell them that I also have a Henry? And we have
Yeah.
to call him Wee Henry?
He's wee Henry, and wee
That's
Maggie.
adorable. My
Okay.
son is named after his grandfather, and so there's Big Fred and Little Fred. But I'm Little Mary, so
I did not.
Rebecca, I don't think you can ask the person with questions about that. My head hurts.
Okay, guys, sorry about this. This is just too much damn hair. I'm dying.
Okay,
That's why my hair is up. I was going
So-
nuts.
Totally understand.
because
Hey,
you have more than 3 answers
my hair
correct.
is never not in a bun. All right, I don't. Isa, have you ever seen my hair down?
I don't think so.
I got 3 as well.
Okay, what we got like a 4-way tie? Fine, I owe you all
That's
bottles
why.
of food. Actually,
We all win.
They should
And
go
you
straight
always-
away, to be fair.
yeah, but you're
Um,
gonna have to
they're
collect
similar.
those.
Okay,
Five,
next,
tiebreaker.
I agree with that. That's one of the ones I got wrong.
Which one?
The answer is coffee, and you're a damn liar.
I really like how we're questioning these things. Like, no,
No.
sorry, you don't know yourself.
It's water. I
Just
drink.
because water goes into the coffee does not mean that your favorite drink is water.
I drink a
It's
gallon
magic
and a
bean
half
water.
of water a day. I drink 10 ounces of coffee a day.
But the coffee's more important. It's about quality, not quantity.
Okay.
One
Until
of
you're
them must
dehydrated.
dilute the other one. That way, the solution is correct.
First contestants on your game show, aren't we?
Right? What's wrong with science? Come on.
Regina, I'll see what I can do about sending you a bottle of this stuff. Or if you want to come collect it, you know where I live.
Wait, whoa, whoa, he's not on the live show. We have to get it. We win.
That's true. Come collect. I've got plenty of this stuff.
My offer still stands. You make me a bottle, I'll bring you a jar of homemade jam.
Okay. I've
Sweet.
got a lot.
Where
So
my
you-
It's
Get around
strawberry
like that
jam. I
and
hope you
drop
like
it.
strawberry jam.
Then
My
the
jam
cat
is
will
only
have a
made
lot.
with the finest child labor, though. I make the kids pick strawberries
nice. I don't have
and
a
mash
car
the
right
berries.
now because it got crushed by a tree. But in 5 weeks, when I have a car again, I'll come and get I'll come and claim my my prize that's split 4 ways.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
Are you
I
okay?
Blacked out or something. What did you say got crushed by a tree?
Car.
Hard.
Last week's storms.
That's
trees
awful.
fell-
But
yeah,
Freya was
trees fell on
talking
our
about
house and
child
car.
labor, and I
On your
thought
house,
you
too?
said I had child labor, but then it got crushed by a tree, and I was like, I feel like that's not what we tell people on live.
That's a little disjointed.
Yeah, I was
I'm the one
until
using
last
child
week.
labor.
I
I
was
take
really
my
concerned, guys.
children strawberry picking every year. It is not tears and sweat. It's just sweat.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I make them pick the strawberries, and then I take them home and have to shoo the children away from the strawberries long enough for the strawberries to become jam. Because the one year that I didn't make jam the same day that I picked the strawberries is the year that I had no strawberries to make jam with.
Check it out.
Despite the fact that I had like a flat and a half of strawberries in my house the day before.
It happens.
I'm going to
You're
comment on the
talking about
comments, Regine. It doesn't count if we can't see your face.
Or know your real name.
Yeah, I don't know who you are, therefore you cannot have the free booze.
Yep.
I know.
But
Sorry,
not
dude.
next week.
So tune in next week. Oh,
Isa, where's
Can
the
I
pumpkin
say-
next week?
So next week, I don't know what date that is, May 2nd. May 2nd, we're going to be at a cozy little bookstore themed bar called the Bookworm. The following week is our Ooh La La show in the clandestine boudoir, and we'll have some of my burlesque friends on. And the week after that, weather and neighbors permitting, is going to be in the terrace.
It might be an AA meeting instead.
Yeah, or it might be. It might be in.
These two things don't mix.
She just needs to be louder.
So
Can I make
thanks
a
everybody
special
for joining
request?
us. Yes, you can, of course.
The May 23rd one, I really want to do, if that's okay. Because my birthday is May 26th.
Sure.
Okay.
Go sign up.
Okay. I will. I just wanted to make sure that you didn't need to like reserve the spots for other people who are better at shutting the fuck up. Because we all don't know that I'm real bad at that.
I love how self-aware you are sometimes.
So when I was in college, I used to walk in on the first day of class and talk to the professor and say, I talk a lot. I am aware that I talk a lot. If you need me to stop answering questions or raising my hand, please let me know. I am very self-aware.
With that,
I am a humongous talker and also an introvert. So
shut
I think
the fuck up.
It works. Are you
It
okay with
does.
repeat guests though, Isa?
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm just having fun. I like hanging out with my friends. Like I told you guys earlier, I was supposed to have a party in January and that didn't happen. And then the world got shut down. So these are my parties. Welcome to my home. Welcome to my bars. I'm going to show you parts of me and parts of my house, and we're all going to have fun.
And thank you to everybody who joined in live as well.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you. Some of your comments were cracking me up more than the actual people here. Sorry.
Yeah,
I will
seriously.
Yeah, we're
mention again,
boring,
I
but
know what a pearl necklace is.
good thing there were some commenters.
Thanks for funny assholes. We're the best kind.
And you can find me at threefuriespress.com, where I hang out and run a store and a publishing company and do things with other people.
She might not
That
plug
was
herself,
great.
but she's also an author
That was
who has written a
great.
book called A Kiss from
She
Love.
is.
You should
that
read
was-
it. It's
So
good.
Isa,
So I
I
shared the
told
book.
you
I
to
realized
your
something.
bio. That was amazing.
you have published any books in the last, like 2 months since you did the grand sale that weren't on pre-order? I own your entire catalog.
Okay. They come out twice a month, every other week. I think we just came out with Halloween Fantasies and something before
I
that.
don't think I have that one. I'll have to go get it.
Okay.
And raised. So Rebecca Jonesy says, I also don't shut the fuck up, and I would very much like to get her and Freya on the same live stream together, just to see who has
No,
the
you
louder
don't.
voice.
No, you don't. We've been around each other in
Gosh, Isaac,
like
I've been there. I've seen it happen.
we've been around each other IRL. We turn into short attention span theater. We play off each other. If you want to watch a 2-person comedy routine, we're golden. Get
Freya,
her like her normal amount of coffee all at once, and get me like booze or an entire pot of tea. It's sad. I didn't get to show off my teapots.
Maybe next time.
Next time.
I've seen you all in person. It's great. I will say, doing this live cam was a lot of fun because you seem very self-aware. If I insult you, I apologize. But whenever I hang out with you, my ears ring at the end of it.
My condolences.
We're gonna go ahead and wrap up now because like some of us are falling asleep. Thanks for joining us. Everybody wave goodbye.
Hey, I have a cute little alarm clock.
Everyone.
Oh, it's a kidding.
I've had a great time with you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
I would sign up for all of these if you let me.
Yes, plus. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye. And we're